just creative, but working alongside women in this supportive environment opens up conversation, identifying pain points that we can then go on to address in these women's lives. And floristry is not just therapeutic. The poses we make in these workshops with these women are then directly delivered to local cafes. The revenue from our sales contribute to the core costs of running our programme and also support refugee women into work. An example of this is covering the cost of the interview expenses when going and travelling to their location.
So we're currently halfway through our pilot and it's been amazingly fun. During that time, we've had the opportunity to work with 9 wonderful women and we've been partnered with 2 organisations. Our aim is to have every woman on our programme either in paid or voluntary work by the end of our programme, which is a huge step for them. And whether they choose to do paid or voluntary is depending on what they're comfortable with and how much experience they already have. We're kind of well on our way to achieving this, as 2 of the women we work with have already been offered apprenticeships as doing sewing for an ethical fashion brand. As far as the business side of things goes, we are now supplying 3 cafes in East London with our flowers, so drop in for a cup of coffee and see those there. And we curated the flowers for our first large event at the Barbican yesterday. Our total revenue from the pilot would have been £410, which, yes, that is a modest amount, but we see that as proof of concept for Bread and Roses, and also we're immensely excited about the potential that we see to diversify our revenue streams and find funding to support the programme from elsewhere.
Bread and Roses was set up 4 weeks ago, and we now have big dreams. We'd like to evolve into a full-time florist, employing refugee women. In order to do this, we need to serve a wider client pool, both cafes, corporates and businesses. We'd like £5,000 to invest in a cargo bike. This will enable us to easily widen our distribution net and increase our revenue, and we'd like that cost to also go towards marketing to widen our client pool. An additional £3,000 will enable us to secure a market stall on one of London's best markets, and again serve a new customer base and hopefully start employing refugee women. We'd also like space to run our workshops out of so we can help even more refugee women into work. The response that we've had from cafes, from businesses and from employers, but most importantly from the women that we've worked with in the short 4 weeks that we've been set up, has really convinced us that there is not only a place but a need for Bread and Roses. The unemployment rate amongst refugees is staggeringly high and the consequences are devastating. We cannot address this issue alone, but we strongly believe that with your support we can make a great start and a real difference to the lives of the women that we want to work with. Thank you.